Good evening, everyone. Happy Friday to all my sisters out there. I hope y'all doing good because this is the first Friday in September. Can we believe we at
No,
September
girl.
already? Like this is crazy. Like happy Friday. I hope everybody doing good. And actually this Labor Day weekend, right? Because Labor Day is Monday, right?
Yep.
So
Yep.
we're excited. So just want to say happy Friday to all our sisters and all our brothers that may be watching us today. So today I have my fabulous co-host. Today with me Arthur Kim. And we also have our fabulous sister
Yes.
from
Yes.
Sister Movement Group.
Yes.
You're a bit
Hi.
crazy.
Yay.
So
Y'all
we
are so fun.
we we have Cam on with us today.
Yes,
And Sister
girl.
Cam.
Yes, Sister Cam. Okay.
That's what
I'm so
Cam's new
excited to
name
be
gonna
here.
be, Sister
We girl,
Cam.
we glad to have you. Girl, we glad to have you. Yes, we is. We glad to have you.
Yeah.
With all that.
This is gonna be a fun one.
Yes.
So look 'em. This y'all, let me tell y'all, her name gonna be Sister Cam. That's her new name, Sister Cam.
Sister Cam. Yep.
What's going on, everybody?
So what's going on, Sister Cam? Thanks for taking time out your busy day on this Friday evening
Yes. Yes.
to talk with us. Because we're a little batshit crazy.
A lot of bad
Yeah.
shit crazy, but it's okay. It's okay. Just
They
come
say
on up.
happy, what is it, Friday? Like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
yay.
Friday,
Friday.
yeah.
Okay. Shoot.
So Cam, tell us
Okay.
a little bit about your business.
Yeah. So first of all, thank you so much for inviting me on. I truly
Yeah.
appreciate it. Honestly, I really enjoy being here with you guys and connecting with y'all. So thank you so much. Um,
Yay.
Hi everyone. My name is Cam. I am the owner of NIE Living, which is a home decor brand. NIE stands for Energy is Everything. And it's really because we really believe that your environment, your space can heavily influence your mood. So
Yep.
we offer different products and items to help boost the energy of your space. So that's
Yes.
what it's all about.
Oh, come on with that energy, girl. Come on, cause you sure giving us that energy right now. Okay.
I got a lot of energy.
I see, girl. We
Yeah.
need that energy to wake some people up, and y'all be come on, feel
Yes,
it,
be open to
get it,
receiving.
rub on it. Okay. Oh, sorry.
Yes.
Go ahead, questions, cause I know you got one.
No, like I'm just trying to let's talk about energy.
Okay.
Since
Okay.
that's
We could
we
talk about
all
energy all
need
day.
to tap into we all need to tap into that energy. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cam, bring us into that. Tell us about the whole energy thing. We got a lot of sisters listening, so
Yeah.
just talk about that whole energy feel and how does energy work in our
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
life.
Well, I feel like I think we can all connect to energy. Okay, we are energy,
Right.
period, right?
Right.
If
Period.
you think about it, if your body lost energy and had no energy, then you would cease to exist because there is energy running through you that pumps your heart with oxygen every single second of every
Right.
single
Right.
day.
Mm-hmm.
So we ourselves are energy. And so it's important to understand that we give energy, but we also receive energy, right?
Right.
So if you can get into a habit of understanding that and implementing that into your daily life by understanding the type of energy that you give off and trying to understand the type of energy that you receive, then I think you can kind of like manipulate a little bit your life.
Right.
Like
Right.
we all control our own lives,
Right.
but I don't know, like I can recall a time in my life when I was like younger, and I'm like, how is it that these things keep happening to me?
Right.
Right. And it
Mm-hmm.
wasn't until like I turned the mirror on myself and realized, I mean, it's not that I was giving off horrible energy or negative energy, but it just wasn't the type of energy that I wanted to attract. So I had to make sure that I gave off the type of energy that I wanted to receive, you know?
Okay. Okay.
So, in that sense, you can manipulate or influence your life to attract the things that you want to attract, you know?
All right.
But
So I
I
guess
think it
that
also
brings
has
us,
to,
that says like you attract the people that you want to date. So if I wanted to attract a person that have good energy, I will put off that energy.
yeah, exactly. And also know that you're worthy of receiving that type of person in your
That
life
was the
as
key
well.
word. That was the key word. You are worthy of
Yeah,
receiving that.
yeah.
That okay, come on, sis. Okay,
Yeah.
Sister Cam, come on.
You know? Well, because the thing is, like, you wanting it is one thing, but
Right.
you have to back it up
Mm-hmm.
with faith and
Right.
affirmation, you
Okay.
know?
Okay.
Like, the way I think about it is like, um, I would love to experience this abundance of success in my life, right?
Right.
Right.
And to an extent, I have attracted abundance and success in my life because I'm here with y'all today. If I didn't,
Yes,
I
amen.
would
Let's
not.
church say amen.
You know, I had to get right with my energy to be able to even be in this room with y'all today, right?
Right.
Right. Right.
So and so I have to know that I'm worthy of this and so much more.
Okay.
And I have to have faith in God and what I want, that it'll come to me, you
Mm-hmm.
know?
Mm-hmm.
What do they say? What's meant for you is for you.
That part.
It's just all in timing,
Yes.
right? So yeah.
Okay.
Wow. So that the whole energy thing, like it makes sense because it's just like
Yes.
affirmations. Like you say
Yes.
affirmations, and when you say those affirmations, they become realistic. They become
Yeah.
Yes.
reality to you.
At first they
Yes.
might be a little like weird, you know, like you look in the mirror and you're like, "Ooh, I am worthy of love. I am sexy. I am attractive." Like if you don't feel that way at first, it might just be like, "Ah, this is kind of like phony. Like I'm not whatever."
Right.
But you have to get to a place
Right.
of understanding and believing that, you
Right.
know?
With that word, girl. Okay, we didn't already about to start shouting in a minute. Just saying. Ooh,
So,
okay.
okay, along with the energy, you do beat, you have the jewels and everything. So, how does those jewels work too, as far as bringing the energy to from those jewels that you sell?
Okay, so I have like home decor pieces, right? And so I'm very much the type of person to I love DIY, I love home decor. I mean like I I love plants and so for me and this is really why I started my business is when I walk in through my front door of my house, I want
Mm-hmm.
to feel like yes, I'm
Right.
home.
Because it's
I
your serenity.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is my sanctuary, this is
Mm-hmm.
my safe space, this is my sacred space. And
Mm-hmm.
so I need to um decorate it the way that feels best for me and aligns with my personality, right?
Right.
That's not going to be my home is not going to look the same as everyone else's home, but I think what I really aim for, at least with my business, is that I help people create that type of experience when they walk into their home, you know? And so for me, it was through crystals and plants.
Mm-hmm.
Plants are live. These are not faux plants, they're live.
Right.
breathing because they take in air and give
Right.
off air, but they're
Mm-hmm.
live plants. And crystals, they have an energy themselves, right? And so just by knowing that I'm surrounded by this type of energy makes me feel, um it kind of like refills my reservoir of energy, you
Okay.
know. Yeah. And get the
Reservoir.
like relaxation too. Just like sometimes like I don't want to wake up early on my day off, for example. So I
Mm-hmm.
just lay in bed a couple extra minutes or whatever and just refuel my tank that way too. You know? Yeah.
And
Ain't nothing
we
wrong
hear
with
a lot.
that. I get it.
Like, we hear a lot of
Yeah.
people talk about those jewel on the bead, the jewels and the jewels and all that with the energy, and they even have the ones you put in your vagina and all
Oh, the
that.
yoni eggs. Yes. I have not done that. That's interesting. I don't knock anybody for doing it. What works for you is
Right.
great.
I
One
don't,
day maybe I'll try it and I'll get
I don't,
it.
my sister, I'm telling her business, but she didn't try it. And she was like, you need to get you some. We can do this. And I don't think I want to put no things up in there that ain't supposed to go
Yeah.
up in. I don't think so.
You know, maybe
The
I'll just
nasty,
try it once.
you
We'll
put them
see
little
what
nasty
happens.
things up in there. So why we
I'm
can't put?
scared. I'm scared it's going to get lost up there. And then I ain't going to be able to go get it. I
I
don't
hope
know.
not.
Girl, we just don't know. It might get lost.
Yeah.
I don't know. And then I mean, come on now, think about it. How embarrassing it is. I can't get it. So I'm gonna have to go to the emergency room. Sir, I mean, because you got to go through check-in and it's personal. I mean, you can put personal on there, but when the nurse come in there, so what we seeing you, girl, I put this yoni egg up in there and I just can't get my arms won't go up in there and
And
get it.
first of
You
all,
know
they're
what?
gonna be like, "What is a yawning egg?" What the
You gotta have the intention of you're going to put it up, but you're going to take it out. If you have the intention, I'm gonna only put it
It
up,
could be
then
good
it
intention.
might, yeah. You gotta make sure you're gonna be able to take it out as part of the intention as well.
I'm gonna have to. Look. I'm gonna have to find somebody. I'm gonna need for you to go up there and get it. That's what
Yes. You're gonna have to put several strings around it or something.
some girl.
Make sure we'll lose it.
Oh,
Yeah.
girl. I don't know, Father.
Make
I
sure
don't
there's
know.
always a backup string or something.
Right.
Wait,
Yeah, I'm gonna have to call for help. Call my friend, talking about,
Yeah.
come on over here. We
wait,
have
she
to
gonna
really
lose the
get to know
string
each
too?
other.
I
Hmm.
have no idea, but I can only imagine.
Yeah.
If I
That's
try it, I'll let you know how it goes.
okay. Well, yeah. Let's. Cause somebody got to be the devil. It can't be me. Can't do it.
Yeah.
Can't do it. I think it's
Yes.
interesting. I just can't do it.
Yeah.
So Kim, what you have for Sister Cam?
I'm just intrigued with the whole crystals and everything because part of what we do is the whole healing part. So I do like the aspect that she has. I'm not. I think I'm a plant killer. I try not to be. I think they
I
cute,
get
but my mother was, when I tell you, she would have the most beautiful plants because she said you have to go out there and you have to talk to them. You got to water them and you got to talk to them. And she can't sing, but she was singing to them, bless their heart. And I'm just like, okay, I'm surprised they didn't die from that because you can't sing. But that's here, not there. So me and plants are just not, friends. But the whole crystal things, like I'm really interested in the whole crystal thing. Like I just started, like I know about some, but I didn't know about all and all the benefits that they have. So it's like I'm slowly, I got some, clear quartz and some rose quartz and some, what is it,
awesome.
cornelians. I got some of those, and you know, um, I learned that off TikTok. The Cornelians, I learned that off TikTok. But when you listen to other people, they say don't be listening to all that. So I don't know. But I got some of those. You're supposed to put it on you somewhere, but I don't see, that's the thing. I'm a little crazy. Don't just be coming random talking about, oh, you so do it. Because
Yeah.
you might try to get my cookies, and my cookies ain't for sale or for you to take a deal. None of that. Go away. Oh yeah, I don't know about
Yeah.
that. I know it brings good healing and energy, but I don't know if I want that type of energy.
Yeah.
It's okay for me to be cute, but don't because you're doing too much, and
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, that's really great. What's it called? So when I started with crystals, because I haven't, my crystal journey is actually very, hasn't been like a long time thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I have always been into plants. I think it kind of like runs in my family for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
But with my crystals, I it's not that I didn't believe in them, it's just I never really truly went out and experienced it.
Right.
But I went to like a crystal shop one day and I was looking at the table of crystals that she had, and she had small little like pocket sized crystals kind of thing. And there was this one that was just like calling my attention. And so
Oh,
I just like reached it and like held it in my hand, and I just like felt like, I don't know, like so much more like secure in myself and like
okay.
confident and whatnot. And I was like,
Okay.
that's so crazy. Like I never had felt that before, you know?
Okay.
And
What
so
crystal is that? Because I'm gonna need to go get one.
yeah, it was a honey calcite. Do I have it? Yeah, here. It was this one right here, a honey calcite, right?
Okay.
Where can we
And
find that at?
literally not that big. It was just something that
Right.
I could hold in my hand. And literally I go to the register because I was like, well, if it's giving me that profound of an experience, I have to
Right.
take it home with me. So
Right.
I go to the register to pay for it, and I was telling the lady, who's such a beautiful soul,
Mm-hmm.
I was telling her, I was like, oh, it's so crazy, like this one's calling out to me, and I had never
Mm-hmm.
experienced that before, like a crystal calling out to me kind of thing.
Right.
And so she was like, actually, yeah, she's like, yeah, that's honey calcite. That's actually like a self-worth crystal, you know, like it excuse me, it boosts your self-worth, it boosts your self-confidence and things like that. And I was like, wow, like like
What?
no wonder I was
Right.
feeling that when
Okay.
I held it. So yeah, like crystals, a lot of people don't like believe in crystals, and I get it. I feel like there's really no way to kind of like scientifically
Right.
prove that this is what's going on.
Right.
But I also feel like there's just so many people that have had similar experiences that you can't really deny it
Mm-hmm.
either, you know?
Honey,
So
I've
yeah.
heard of that one, but I'm gonna have to look into that one because if it did you like that, I'm gonna need for it to do me like that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
every
just like
crystal not gonna. But will every crystal like that honey calcite? Will it hit the same way that it hit for you? Will it hit for her the same way,
It
or
should if I'm giving it the good
Um,
energy.
okay, so the thing about that I feel is like crystals
Yeah.
uh call out to you, and when you read what they help with, it's something that you might need directly in your life at that moment,
At that moment.
right?
Yep.
So when this came to me, it was because that was kind of like the beginning of my healing journey, you
Mm-hmm.
know? And so I feel like this particular crystal called out to me to support me in
Right.
that part of my life, right?
Right.
But that same, like this crystal doesn't call out to me right now in my life at this moment the same way that it did before at that time, right? So if you have, I say the best way to go about seeing what calls out to you is like if you're at a crystal shop and you have a table in front of you of crystals, just like just like eye them and like move your eye up and down and see which one like your eye keeps gravitating to or your mind keeps bringing you back to. And that's going to be like the crystal that calls out to you. When you look at the properties or what it helps with, it more than likely might be something that you need support in your life at that moment, you know?
okay? So
Yeah.
do it change? So like since that particular crystal helped back then in your life, what do? You just keep it in the house, or you remove
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, I
Oh,
I keep them on my shelf kind of
Okay.
thing. Sometimes it depends like what my intention for the day might be. So like if I want to, like sometimes I'll put them in my bra and like it
yeah.
depends on what I want. So like if I wake up and I'm like, "Oh, you know what? I'm going to go out today and I want it to be a productive positive day and I want to attract opportunities to myself, then I might just grab specific crystals that can kind of align with my intention for the day, right? And I'll just put them in my bra, go on about my day. Sometimes I'll run into somebody just randomly and they'll kind of like be what I was looking for, or somebody will call me that might help with what I needed, and it's all just up to fate. It's just
Right.
all part of life. But I think just having like crystals on you that you set certain intentions for can help align you with what you're trying to achieve.
Okay, I
So
have a question.
they got crystals that could bring your man.
There's lots of crystals for all kinds of things. But if you're
Bring
looking
you
for
a
love,
man.
I
Look,
say the
can he?
best
But
one.
can the
If
crystal be the? Can the crystal bring the man with big old lips and he brown skin?
You know what? I
We're
think
not
if
doing
you
that.
have rose quartz on you, that's
Yes,
definitely for love, but
yes,
you have to set the intention for that particular man.
yeah.
Rose quartz is going to bring you love, but you got to make sure it's the kind of love you thinking about.
Look,
You know
you
what I
looking
mean?
for?
Yeah.
Right.
It's all
Okay, so
about
my
intention.
question is, okay, so I'm not
Okay.
just as a guru as you, but I dabble a little bit. But how do I know when I go into a crystal store, how do
Uh-huh.
I know if it's real or if it's fake? Is there any way that I can know the difference?
Yeah, you can ask them. They need to be and will always be upfront about which crystals are man-made versus which ones are natural. But
Mm,
even the man-made ones also contain properties within themselves as well. So just because it's man-made doesn't mean that it's not going to give you the type of energy or healing that you want from it, you
Okay.
know. So
Uh-huh.
so like for example, opalite, right? It's a man-made version of opal, right?
Mhm.
This one's opalite. And opalite is actually a man-made crystal, right? But it has properties within itself. Off the top of my head, I can't remember, but it does have properties and it is man-made, and it's just as effective as a natural from the earth crystal, you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
But if you ask them, they definitely should be willing to tell you, yeah, this is man-made, this is natural, and they can whatever crystal shop owner that you go to will they help with that kind of stuff. So,
Okay.
and listening to you talk about the crystals, like I didn't know that crystals have that much of energy that it gives off to you, as far
yeah.
as like the negative and the positive energies and all that. I didn't know that. I didn't know that they had that much of, I guess
Yeah.
you would say, strength or whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So for example, I owe this to you guys. I'll have to like show you like on our sister chat or something, right?
Okay.
But for example, this one is a black tourmaline, right? It looks like coal. It looks
Right.
like coal that you give to kids, bad kids on Christmas, right?
Right. Right.
um but this is called black tourmaline, and it's known for getting rid of negative energy and negative toxins in your space, right?
Right.
So it's said that if you put one at the bottom of your front door, your thresholds, one on each side of the door, when people walk in, it kind of helps get rid of negative energy from coming into your space, right?
Okay.
And
Right.
so I'm a single girl. I live on my own. So I definitely have some at the front door to protect my house.
Right.
And the crazy thing about that is that I've had them every now and then I'll cleanse them with sage to make sure that they, to sage helps cleanse the energy of crystals. So sometimes like think of it as like a bucket. So if it has way too much negative energy that it took in, it might not be as effective as if you cleansed it and got rid of that negative energy. So it's good to go.
Right.
But I have it at the front of my threshold over here. And on the outside of the door, there's been like a whole bunch of like mold growing around the door. But it's not growing on any of the other doors in my complex. It's the craziest thing. Literally, right across the hall from me is another apartment, right? Another door. And their door doesn't have any of like the mold growing on the outside of the door. I don't think it's mold, but you know, like
But it
whatever
looks
it is,
like
what
it.
outside stuff, whatever that is. And
Right.
it's just the craziest thing because I'm like, I look at all these other doors, none of them have it, but mine does. And I have black tourmaline at the bottom of my door. So I'm
Hmm.
assuming that nobody else has black tourmaline at the
Right.
bottom of their doors, you know?
Right.
I'll send you ladies like some pictures in the group chat or whatever, but
Okay.
So
it's
have you tried
crazy.
just to see what other people think if that mold will grow? Have you ever tried putting it in front of somebody else doing your apartment and see if
No,
it will
I
grow around it?
haven't.
Oh, okay.
I haven't.
Be
Yeah,
like,
my
well, let me
sister's
use
moving.
the it's outside that door, so let me use
Yeah,
them as a little
my
test
sister
dummy and see what's
actually
gonna
moved
happen.
recently to Atlanta, so I might have to gift her some and see if she puts it at her door, if she has the same experience that I have.
Is there
So,
a for beginners? What is a good book that, because it'll be for me. Like, because I noticed like you can go to Amazon and people, I see a lot of it on TikTok. But is there
Oh
something like
Jesus,
for a
start
start?
that
I
Jesus.
don't want to say starter because that don't sound right, but like for a beginner that you
right.
can have all the main, isn't there like 7 rocks or something, 6 or 7 rocks that you should have in your collection, and then grow from there.
Yeah, I don't think that there's particularly like a crystal you should have,
Okay.
because I think everybody's life experience is different. So,
Okay.
what you might need in your life to support your healing journey or spiritual journey might be
Okay.
different than someone else. Or also think about like intention. So, somebody who is trying to grow their business, for example, may not need the same crystals as somebody who's trying to overcome emotional traumas in their life, right? So I don't think that there's particularly a set of crystals that you need, but there are common crystals that everybody tends to have in their collection. So typically that's like a rose quartz, a, a clear quartz, desert rose, for example, which is a little tumbleweed looking crystal. um, Different kinds of calcites. Like I have honey calcite, but I have orange calcite. There's blue calcite, all kinds of calcites as well. So
Okay.
any of those are common. What else is really common? Agates. There's
Mhm.
different
What's
kinds of agates.
agates?
Yeah, this is an agate right here. This is a dyed agate. It was dyed pink. Like the
So what is
natural color.
what does it do? What does the agates do? What kind of
Girl, you
energy it
putting
gives
my
off?
knowledge to test. What does agate do? I have to look it up. I try my best to remember what many of them do, but there's just so many
It
crystals and it's
is.
hard to remember
It
what
is.
each of them does.
Because I'm
So
trying
I
to
owe
figure
you
out
that
myself and
agate.
I can't remember.
Huh?
I said I'm trying to figure out myself what an agate does and I can't remember.
Yeah. Yes.
It must
But
be give
I
off
think I
some kind of positive energy.
yeah, I honestly feel like because if I remember correctly, it's very like calming and grounding,
Yeah.
your
Gotcha.
energy. Um, but outside of that specifically, I don't recall. So
Right.
I'll have to let you know.
Okay.
Let
Yeah.
me ask you
But
this: how important it is that we protect our energy?
oh, that's it's so important. It's so
100%.
important that you protect your energy. I I say it's important because you have to, in order to protect your energy, you have to move from a reaction mindset to a non-reactive mindset. right? So,
Right.
for example, let's say you get into an argument with somebody, right? Or somebody comes at you with some kind of issue that they're having, right?
Right.
Not protecting your energy looks like yelling back, talking back, saying all kinds of ish to that person, being revengeful, right? And that when you act like that, you're putting that type of energy out there. So that is the type of energy you receive, right? But if you're
Okay.
trying to protect your energy in that same scenario, what that looks like is letting it go, being the bigger person and taking a higher road, right? They might have said something that if something completely foul, and
Yep.
instead of you reacting to that, you kind of just like, okay, I'm gonna let
Okay.
God take care of that one.
Yep. Yep.
Right?
Yep.
I'm gonna let karma do its thing, and I'm just
Yep.
gonna come back here, right?
What
And
if I
so
Yep.
want that comeback?
See, that's what's
just
wrong with you now. That's what's wrong with you now.
whatever energy you put out there, you're gonna see it
There
yourself.
it is.
So
What she said.
protecting your energy is very, very
Important.
important,
Got you.
because if somebody comes at you and you're protecting your energy, then you're taking control of your energy and how you react. And I
Mhm.
think that's so important in today's society
Right.
and just in general, like there have
Gotcha.
been many times that I could have said so many things and I'm just like,
Yep.
you know what? It's not worth it, because I value my peace and my
Uh-huh.
energy more than I value telling you off right now.
Right.
Right.
you know?
Right. It's not worth it. It's not worth
Yeah,
it.
it's not. At the end of the day, I feel like revenge, retaliation, like anything like that really isn't worth it, because if you think about it, that's energy you're putting out into the world,
Yep.
and more often than not it's just going to come back one way or another, and it
Yep.
usually comes back when you least
Least
expect it,
expected. Yes.
or when you most need it not to come back.
Say it again. Say it
you know
again.
Right.
Be
It
like,
come
not
at the
right
wrong
now. And here
time.
it comes. See,
Yeah,
if
you
you
trying to
just
go for that job interview, or you're trying to get that job, you trying to get
hmm
this opportunity, but
Yep.
because you put that energy out there,
hmm
something is going to step in its way and you're not going to get it, you know?
Say it
Wow.
again for the people in the
Wow.
back.
So
Okay.
in what ways was someone that don't know about their energy and they're working on protecting their energy? What are some of the common ways that they can do that?
I think protecting your energy always starts with inner work, self work, you know? So, I think it's like, if that's the case, I think it's beautiful that someone is now becoming mindful of their energy, and is looking to protect it and so forth. But that also comes with inner work. So you have
Okay.
to look at yourself and see, is is the way that I'm perceiving my life the way that I want to continue it to go, the way that I want it to continue to go.
Hmm.
If you live an abundant life, then more often than not, you're going to be putting abundance out there, good energy out there, But if you're struggling to understand why certain things are happening to you, then you have to take a look into yourself and realize, what can I change to be better for myself? How can I become a better, healthier, happier, more positive person in the world, And I think by being able to take the time to look at yourself and whatnot will help protect your energy.
Right. And I mean, I think that's important because people are always just being a downer to some people. People be trying to protect their energy, but it's like they always being this downer to a person. And we in trying times right now. So we need
Yeah.
all of the positive energy that we need right now.
Right.
Because it's
Yeah.
so crazy. The world is so crazy right now. So that was dope. Like I really enjoy
Yes.
this whole talk about energy, how we protect our energy. And Cam, you giving us some good info,
Yes.
dropping some jewels on us tonight with this
Yes.
energy and
Yes.
crystals and stuff like that. So, before we end, what do you have any lasting words for people?
Yeah. Well, thank you guys so much for having me on, first of all.
You're so welcome, girl. You're so welcome.
This is so fun. I can talk about energy and crystals and just grow, like self growth,
Uh-huh.
all day, every day.
Right.
But yeah, just know that if you're going through a hard time and you're struggling and you really going through it,
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't stop here. Like it does. This is there's so much more to life than the bad experiences that you have, you
Right.
know?
Right.
And I think when people are kind of like down on themselves, they have, there's nothing else that they can see but that experience. And
Right.
so they might not see that bright light at the end of the tunnel, you know?
Right.
But just know that there really is a light at the end of the tunnel. There's always positive coming into your life. There's God is always on your side, and you always have to have faith and believe that you are worth more than what you have right now. You are worth more than whatever you're going through in life right now. And it's happening and it's coming for you, and you just have to be open to receiving those better days. So, yeah. Hang in there if you're
That's
going
what
through a
we
tough time.
doing.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Kim, with that
Yes.
word.
That
Okay.
was a word. That was a word.
Okay.
Like that was a word,
Yes.
positive, a good word. So
Yes.
before we leave,
On that
y'all,
note, that was a good
on
one.
that note, we gonna keep it positive. On that note, I want all of us, all three of us, to give a positive affirmation. So
Ooh,
we're gonna
okay.
start with Kim.
Oh Lord, here we go. She do these like this all the time, and I say this all the time.
Positive
Positive.
affirmation.
Okay.
And we ain't talking
Um.
about nobody wiping nobody ass. We say a positive affirmation.
You see, I didn't
Positive.
say it. I didn't say
Do I need to spell positive for you?
it. Positive affirmation for today. With all the energy and everything that we were talking about, I will go with self-love, self-care. Everything starts with self. Like Cam was saying, Sister Cam was saying, if it's the energy that you give off. So if you don't want that negative energy, then don't give it off to nobody. So just self-love, be positive, and you got some questions, we got you. Okay.
Yes.
I thought that was positive. Okay, your
Yes,
turn,
that's
Cam.
so positive. That's super positive.
Your turn.
My affirmation would be um so everyone would start with
All right.
I
Okay.
am worthy of all of my dreams. I
Okay.
am worthy of everything that I ever dream about and more. Okay?
Okay.
Right
I
there.
am worthy of my dreams. Look, I need to write that down.
Yes, you are worthy of your dreams.
I am
So
worthy of my.
my positive affirmation will be my possibilities are endless.
Ooh,
Okay. Okay. Okay.
yes.
Yes.
And we're gonna drop the mic on that one.
All right. Ooh. Okay.
So,
Yes.
Yes. Guys,
you
I
have
had
any
so much fun with you. Thank you so much again for having me on. This was so
You're
fun.
you're so welcome. This was fun. We needed this energy and uplift to start off our
Yes.
September.
Be
yes,
Just
open to receiving.
yes.
yes.
I receive. Yeah.
I believe it and I receive it.
Yes.
Yes.
Amen.
Oh,
Amen.
really quick, guys. If you would like to check out my business, my Instagram and Facebook is ENIE Living.
Yes.
My website, my website is ENIELiving.com. So come on over and say hi. Love to have you. Thank you.
Yes.
It gets some positive energy too.
Yes.
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 On that note, we're gonna say thanks, Sister Cam, from stopping by here at
Thank you
Wind
so
Down
much.
Fridays. Will give us a hug.
Yep.
And we want to thank everybody from tuning in to Wind Down Fridays. Will give us a hug with your girl,
Yes.
Arthur Erica. And I got my fabulous co-host with me, Arthur Kim. So y'all have a happy Friday. Take care.
Yes.
Remember that love is love.
That part.
Bye. Thank you.